Welcome to weekly update number 22 for the Robinhood portfolio. I want to start this week out by showing you all the charts. We don't do that every single week because they're weekly updates, but it is a good idea to take a step back at the bigger picture. And you guys know I'm all about transparency on this channel, so nothing to hide. I just don't show it every week because weekly updates are about the week. But for this week, we're going to look at all of them. So obviously the 1 week chart is here. We will come back to that. 1 month, we're up 11.79%. 3 month chart, 19.40%, which is insane. 1 year chart, 15%, and the all-time chart, 6.9%. So green across the board. Obviously, this portfolio is doing really well. Getting back to the weekly update though, we are 4.16% for the week. Market's been doing pretty well. Apple's done really well as well. My average cost is $388. They're at $444. So I could sell out of this and make over $200, which is awesome. I just picked them up not that long ago. So I'm glad I got in when I did. I was a little bit hesitant at the time, but look at the long-term outlook of Apple here. They're going to be worth over $1,000 someday, and if they don't want it to do that, they're just going to do what they are doing and continue splitting their stock, which I'm okay with as well. So regardless, I'm very bullish long-term on Apple, and that is what this portfolio is about, is the long-term outlook. Now last week we talked about buying into Pepsi, Pfizer, or Microsoft. I decided to buy into Pepsi when I was looking at pricing. They were pretty much at the price of my original average cost, so figured why not buy into it even more at that price point. It was a good price, so we put in $100 there, and it's not even 2 shares, but again, we're still trying to pay down our margin. It's going to take some time to do that. I want to make sure I'm still dollar cost averaging, so basically $25 in margin is paid down every single week. That's going to continue to be the plan until that's gone, and then we will reassess at that point. So that's going to take quite a bit of time, but like I said, I just want to keep reminding you guys, this is the actual portfolio value here. Moving on to dividends though, we got 2 already for this month from AT&T and Verizon. Both are excellent companies. They both have good dividend yields. I think they both had their earnings and did pretty well as well. So long-term outlook, still really good on these companies. I'm going to keep buying into them. I think this is the first time I got paid from them, so the next time I get paid should be higher because I did just buy into them. But yeah, this is what gets me jazzed about this portfolio, is these dividends. If you guys are thinking about starting investing, just do it. Buying stocks is a really easy way to get started into the investing world. It's what got me excited to pull the trigger on other things. Super easy to do if you do it in a safe way. I think it's, relatively speaking, low risk. Don't put all your money into anything, but again, if you're just getting started and have a couple $100, maybe even less than that, dollar cost average in the market and just watch it grow. It's really not too difficult to do. Getting back to dividends here though, we have quite a few more coming this month and already some queued up for next month. I don't think all of them are listed here, but we will see how the month pans out. Should be better than July, no problem. Heading over to Simply Safe here though, with the addition of PepsiCo, we didn't really see too much change to the dividend growth. Obviously, it impacted it in a positive manner because again, 6% growth there, but it's going to take a little bit more than that to get that down. So that'll continue to be the focus. As far as income, we're at $291 annually. That's still about $24 a month, so not a huge change there, but again, dividend growth is the overall focus of the portfolio here. So in regards to next week, it's going to be same plan. Look at Microsoft, probably Pfizer, maybe even Pepsi again, or Johnson & Johnson, to see how pricing is and that kind of a thing, and then probably just throw $100 into one of them. So really not too difficult or crazy of a strategy here. We're just kind of balancing out into the companies that will help us get the dividend growth into the positive category and have more position into other companies and sectors than Apple. So now, I did mention that the overall market has been doing pretty well this week. I want to say probably too well. In my opinion, there's probably going to be a market pullback. It doesn't mean there's going to be a crash or anything like that, but there's probably going to be a little bit of a pullback soon. That'll just be a good time to get in on good pricing again before it starts going up again. Obviously, that's not for sure. It's just my opinion, but I would expect maybe a red week next week or the week after that. It's just likely to happen. especially with Apple. I don't know if it's overbought at this point or not. It's hard to say. You could argue that it even kind of pulled back a little bit today. $10 is a little bit of a pullback, but not too bad. So I don't know, we'll see. That could just be the slight pullback before it reaches the new high. That's how it can go. So, but yeah, that about wraps up the weekly update. You guys have been leaving a lot of love on the videos, so in order to keep me doing these weekly updates, just make sure you're subbed to the channel if you're watching them, and like the video if you like it. That helps out more than you know, especially in the early days of a channel. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow with the M1 Finance update.